I would like to show you guys how to make a double bowline knot. Firstly, form two half hitches just like this, and then bring the loose end up through the loop and go under the standing end of the twine, go back up through the loop, hold the ends and pull them tight. Just like that, you have a double bowline knot. Thank you.
This is Malcolm here, and I'm going to teach you how to tie a double sheet band today. Now, all you need for this knot is a rope or anything that vaguely resembles a rope. What you have to do first is to, of course, tie a basic sheet band. You form a loop with one end of the rope, and you thread the other end of the rope through this loop, back around again, and through this hole as you see here. Now, this is a basic sheet band. So, to make a double sheet band, you basically do the same thing again. Loop it back around and through this hole, and then pull. Now, a double sheet band, as you can see here, should have, of course, these double strands of rope. And that's how you know you have a double sheet band.
Use the rope to form two identical loops. Overlap them as though tying a clove hitch. Then thread each loop through the other loop and tighten.
Hi guys, I'm Kaiwan, and today I'll be teaching you how to tie the fireman's knot, which is an ASS knot. So the main use of the knot is to climb up a rope, and it creates 4 thumb knots which are supposed to be equally distanced from each other. So start off, create one loop with the right side over the left side, as you can see over here. Then you create a second loop, try to make it around the same sides. Again, right over left, and your second loop should be behind your first loop like this. You can see, so it's behind the first loop. Okay, then hold in place. Third loop, same again, right over left, behind the second loop. And your last fourth loop, right over left again, and behind your third loop. Next, you take your free working end, you go from behind the fourth loop like this, behind the fourth loop. Then you got to weave it through the loops like this, so over this. Okay, this loop here. Okay, so now you're done with this part. So once you're done with this part, you have to pull this working end through, but you have to be careful here because you cannot pull it too fast, if not you'll get very messy. So just pull it slowly like this. Okay, and as you pull, you slowly start to see the thumb knots forming. So you see there's one thumb knot here already formed, so continue pulling. Another thumb knot, continue pulling. Third thumb knot, continue pulling. A fourth thumb knot. So you get something like this, where you have 4 thumb knots. I don't think I can see it. Yeah, I can see it on camera. So yeah, this is how you tie the fireman's knot.
I am Nabil, and I would like to show you guys how to make a figure of 8 noose. Firstly, form an underhand loop like this. Cross the loose end of the rope across the front of the knot, forming an overhand loop. And then bring the loose end across the back of the loop and put the end through the overhand loop here. And then you can tighten it. And then you can see the distinct figure of 8. Yeah, that's the figure of 8 noose. Thanks.
Hi guys, it's Malcolm here, and I'm going to teach you how to tie the hangman's noose today. For this knot, you'll require a rope or anything that vaguely resembles a rope actually. The first thing that you'll want to do is take this rope, or whatever that vaguely resembles a rope, and coil it into the shape of an S, as can be seen here. Once you are done with that, take the free end of your rope and bring it close to this tear-shaped rope, as you can see here. Coil it around the tear. Remember to leave sort of spaces in between your loops, as you can see here. It'll be quite essential as you're going to pass a rope back up through these loops. You could do as many loops as you wanted, but personally, I prefer 5 or 6 of those loops. When you're satisfied with the amount of loops you've done, push the free end of the rope back up the loops, as was pre-mentioned before. Now, you come to this mini teardrop at the top of the rope. Push your free end of the rope through this teardrop. And to tighten the noose, simply pull down. There we go. And now you have an adjustable hangman's noose. Pull the longer length of rope to adjust the noose to whatever length you desire. It's Malcolm here and I'm going to teach you how to tie a highwayman's hitch. First you need anything that resembles a rod and you need anything that resembles a rope. You loop the rope and press it to the rod. You take the free end of the rope and you cross it over the loop like so. You bring it under the rod and you loop the free end and push it through the first loop. To tighten the first loop, simply pull on this length of rope right here. Make sure it's tight, and there you have it, the highwayman's hitch.
Everyone, I am Nabil and I would like to share with you guys on how to tie a rolling hitch knot. Firstly, form an X just like this, and then we will come around once more, this time parallel to that of the second loop here. And lastly, come around once more and tuck it in under the leftmost loop, just like that. And lastly, just tighten out of it. And we have a rolling hitch knot. Thank you.
Hi guys, I'm Kaiwen, and today I'll be teaching you how to tie the scaffold hitch, which is an ASS knot. The main purpose of this knot is to suspend a plank or platform such as on a swing. So let's pretend this is like a plank. So to start off, our right side is our working end basically. So firstly, you tie around 3 times like this. Okay, so like this. So next, you take the leftmost side, you put it into the middle like this, and then again you take the leftmost side again, you pull some excess like this. Then you pull this loop over the end like this. Okay, and then you tighten it by pulling both ends of the rope like this. After you have finished this, you should finish with a bowline by tying a bowline on the shorter end of the rope. So let's tie a bowline. Okay, so tighten. So you have your little loop here, you can adjust the size a bit so that it's smaller. Okay, take the longer end, put it through the loop, like this, and you're done. So in real life applications, you take the longer end and you can tie it to a higher spar and all that, for example in the swing. So
the surgeon's knot is a modified version of the reef knot. It's used by surgeons to suture wounds together. The main feature of this knot that distinguishes it from the reef knot is the extra twist, but only for the first time, which means that I'm going to make an extra twist here, but for the second time, there's no need to. The extra twist provides increased tension to make sure that it's more secure than a normal reef knot, and when you do the second twist, it also less likely to loosen. Then fasten it all together as you would normally, and this is optional, but surgeons would usually snip the 2 loose ends of the knot off after they're done, which are these 2. The true lover's knot is a decorative knot that's named because of the multiple intertwining throughout this knot. So first of all, make sure that you have a sizable length of rope before you make the loop. Then you want to intertwine it the first time. After that, you intertwine it another time. And lastly, you intertwine it around this. And you fasten it all together.
HBL tutorial. I'm Travis, and on behalf of the Year 4 TTs, I'm going to show you what you can do to do pioneering, even in the comforts of your home. So what you're going to need are going to be 3 pencils and some twine. If you don't have twine, you can grab the shoelaces or even some random cordage you find lying around at home. So cut out a piece of twine that it's like not longer than your forearm and can start getting to work. So if you want to build a simple structure, you can just use pencils. Just imagine that they're sparse, right? So you can start by doing our very standard square lash. So just imagine this is a supporting spar and this is your middle hem. So let's tie the clove hitch. As you can see, this is already going very well and it's definitely like the real thing. So as I start doing my wrappings, you can see that I am maintaining the tension by placing my thumb over the previous wrappings, and I'm going around making sure that the knot is very tight and compact. Okay, so after we have done our standard 4 wrappings, we then proceed with 3 wrappings. Ooh, the tension kind of died there. That's okay. So I'm using my entire body weight to pull on the knot, making sure it's very tight, very compact. And ending it off with a half hitch just to keep that tension there. And we're going to tie the clove hitch. So, I mean, you can do this to practice your clove hitch timing. It's really a lot about handling. And of course, housekeeping for good measure. Let's go. Okay. And voila, we are done with our very own square lash knot. It's splinter free, it's mistake free, and last but not least, you don't even have to get any logistics. You just need pencils, you just need rope. If you want to tie a tripod lash, we got you covered. We have 3 pencils instead of 2, and you can do the exact same thing with a diagonal lash, a tripod lash, a quadrupod lash, or even a stick lash by getting a whole box of color pencils. But what do you know? You can even recreate the pioneering experience here, even within the comforts of your 4 walls. Stay tuned for more exciting content, and this is Travis signing off. Goodbye.